Welcome to the opening round. It's Saturday. That means 4 races come to you from the opening round. We've still got that Alonso, Virtue and Typhoon all 10% boosted. And make sure to check out the strategy guide, which was released yesterday, Friday, of what to follow this weekend. So here we are. And if you hadn't seen already, qualifying saw us score 188 points. So 4 lots of 47s and we're well on track. But we've got some big racing ahead of us right now. What do we got coming up? We've got Abu Dhabi. We've got Hungary in the wet. We've got Brazil. And then Singapore with a chance of rain as well. So some interesting tracks coming up for this opening round. Make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribed. Let's go together and score some big points. And I wish you all the very best for your rounds as well. Race number 1 then, Abu Dhabi, here we go. In real life, it is the curtain closer of the F1 season. But we're only halfway through the F1 Clash season, so plenty of more racing still to go. We've got rivals slightly ahead of us on the matchup on team score. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to go 4-4 on Max Verstappen. He needs the race start, so we're going to look to do a hook. And we're going to do Alonso with a tune-in because he needs the real quick pit time. So hopefully we can get a very good start and we can get away well to 47. So let's hope for. So here we go then. Lights out and away we do go. And Alonso doesn't get a perfect start, but it's no dramas and he's away into the lead. Max Verstappen looking at Hamilton again. They reignite the rivalry here at Abu Dhabi, but we are currently through into P1 and P2. Expecting the rival to come back at us fast here. They will use their power unit to the full. And you can see them now both boosting as well. So make sure you pick your race start boost if you need it off the start. Cornering always a very good option regardless of what track you are running. Into lap number 2. Verstappen trying to hold off the soft tyres. He cannot. And we're just watching the weather. Still 26 degrees. So it's not going to start impacting us just yet. Long way to go in this race. And the rival's about to run out of power unit now as well. So we should be able to stretch back the gap with the boost we're using. And the rival will follow us through. Not literally, but you know what I mean. And Alonso carries on. So Verstappen carries on too. Let's try and close that gap. We're looking pretty good on the tyres. We should have no safety cars because they're currently disabled on the game until potentially the next update. And you can see Max Verstappen is bang there at the moment. Right behind Max Verstappen. It's a, double Max Verstappen chasing Alonso as we come round. It's going to be a cruise for the next 3 laps. We're doing that 3 soft, 2 soft. And Alonso comes in. Great work from Max Verstappen, because he's only got to make 1 stop in this race. And he is already into the lead. So we'll continue boosting in a moment. Where does Fernando come out? Come on, Alonso. Fernando is faster than you. Fernando is faster than you. Let him pass, please. At the end of the straight. That would be perfect. Thank you very much. And we are away. It's important to get past that hard tyre because they are net ahead if we don't overtake because they're only doing a 1 stop. But we've resumed the lead and you can see Verstappen now into the bits. Quick stop needed by the team. They've not yet got our livery colours on their overalls because we can't afford it. But, you know, we're working towards that one day. And Verstappen coming out then in P3. So Alonso leads from Fernando Alonso from Verstappen. It's a double Alonso, double Verstappen order at the moment. And we can see them just in the background there. What do we got around us? Verstappen P4 and Alonso P2 both have to pit. Our Max Verstappen doesn't have to. We will now push Fernando Alonso for a pit stop. And we are, rival now push him. See if we can just hold. Oh, that hold was great, wasn't it? Which got straight past us. But they're going to pit. So they're going to lose a good 8-9 seconds, probably even 10 during this pit stop. So that will put us well ahead. We just got to keep looking after keeping a bit of power unit in the reserves. And now we can pit with Alonso. So last pit stop for Fernando. Comes into the pits, full servicing, full tyres, a bit of everything. And now he will set about coming out. There goes Max Verstappen on that one stop. You can see the one stop is actually quicker than the two. But it's important not to double stack the very best you can. The soft tyres will eat into this gap, but we're in a perfect position. P3 not too far behind, but they've used all of their power unit. We've got good power unit left for Verstappen, and we've got Alonso with decent enough power unit as well to combat any fun that the rival thinks he might have on this last lap. But here we go, last lap time at Abu Dhabi. The curtain closer on the F1 season. But don't worry, we'll be going all the way to May when the season resets. So stay tuned, stick around. And hopefully we can keep bringing you the very best tips that are out there. But Max Verstappen bringing home the victory on that one stop. And he does take victory. Max Verstappen wins here in Abu Dhabi. Fernando Alonso following home in P2, with Alonso and Verstappen settling for the rivals with P3 and P4. So brilliant start. And let's just show you what they are running. It'd be great if we saw what they were running on the F1, wouldn't it? Actually in real life. You know, they said, oh, they were running 2 degrees more downforce. It'd be great to know that. So 1739 was the rival. And you can see level 7s for drivers, but the car, level 8 Virtue. Very nice. Welcome to race 2. Thanks for sticking around on the video, and hopefully you can learn something when we're racing through. We're starting more towards the front these days, but you can still learn a lot from where we push, where we don't push, and what sort of strategies we run. It's very good qualifying. It's wow, P2 and P3. That's insane. And it does help with a very good matchup as well. So we don't need to just risk anything too much here. So I'm going to put on the glitz. Bit of difference, bit of overtaking, cornering, a power unit. And anything that I can just waste, basically. We're going to go Prince. So Max Verstappen, I'll probably put into the lead here. Oh no, actually I won't. I'll put Verstappen into P2. Alonso into P1, and he can just chill and hold the pack up. We'll cut him down straight away, and hopefully he'll just create a gap. Alonso's going to do a 4-4. Now, the reason for a 4-4 is he can just keep pushing really hard, create a gap, and come out in the lead, hopefully. Max Verstappen will go out to lap 5. I expect the rivals to pit lap 5 and potentially lap 6. But we're going to use this new boost, which, well, we thought was going to be a Vegas boost. But obviously the Vegas GP for us got delayed. But yeah, a bit of cornering, bit of power unit, bit of overtaking. Verstappen, well, he's pulling away now from Max Verstappen in P3 and Alonso in P4. So that Prince boost, we just thought we'd defend a little bit. And we can't really defend at all because we're that fast. We will cut down Max Verstappen now. Just to see if we don't even need to hold on. We're doing it just to keep ourselves entertained more than anything. And you can see now the chasing pack stretching behind us. But Alonso's still flying out front. And the undercut is champion here. But we don't need to undercut with Max Verstappen. We don't want to get stuck in the traffic. He's now getting closed by Verstappen. It's Max v Max and he's through. But it's okay. We'll put it back onto medium. And that max cornering that we've got off Prince will catch us back up. And I did tell you we'd be close. We might even drop to P4. But it's okay if we do. Down the straight. Lap 4. Plenty of tyre left. And we're now going to put the brakes off Verstappen. And he goes into P2. And it is P1 and P2. Look at Alonso coming into pit now. He's got a very good gap, 11.1 seconds. As expected, he will come out into the lead. That is exactly what we needed. You can see Verstappen just holding the field up again, which is perfect for us because it allows Alonso to get out in the lead. Perfect. And now we will push Max Verstappen. We will push him clear Will they pit this round? Yes, they will. So lap 5 pit expected. And now we'll get Verstappen past Alonso eventually. He's now through. So really good teamwork. Just getting the job done is all that we ask from the drivers. And we're in. So they're actually going for 6 laps then. I expected some to come in on lap number 5. And there will be the rival coming in on lap 5. Verstappen does drop back. And there you go. So the back part of the field, pitting on lap 5. It'll be the front part of the field for lap 6. And we've just got to push Verstappen quickly through. And hopefully we can get past Hamilton here. We can. And now P2 is in sight for Max. So Max will retake P2 at the end of this lap. You can see the Red Bull just coming in, followed by Alonso and Norris. And then we hammer it down the straight. And we've got a nice gap to the Red Bull who've just coming out of the pits. So lap 7. P1 and P2. Beautifully worked. Quite smoothly as Alonso looks like he slowed down massively there. But it's just the racing line that they take. Look at that. It's almost like they nearly fall off the track. But not today. Last lap. Here we go. Fernando Alonso to bring it home for us. In a beautifully run race. Let's push him. And let's push Verstappen. And let's see what we can do. It's going to look good though. It's going to look very good. To P1, P2. Make sure to keep me updated how you're getting on. Really intrigued to know how you're doing. But we're going to come home. 2 out of 2 so far. Not looking forward to Italy races, race 6 and 7. But we haven't got to worry about that. Not on video until tomorrow anyway. But it's P1 for Alonso, P2 for Max Verstappen. With the rival bot coming home, Alonso P4 and Lewis Hamilton in P8. And let's check out what the rival was running for this Hungarian full wet race in Q number 2. Or OR number 2, if we say it correctly. So decent matchup for us. Obviously well in our favour. Level 6, level 7. And the car, yeah, all in our favour. So we should be scoring the very best points in this matchup. Race number 3 then, from Brazil and Sao Paulo, and one of the great tracks of F1. We've got 9 laps coming up. It is the fastest lap track of the weekend. So if you are a max scorer, this is where you want to be setting your fastest laps in OR and FR. Opening round and final round. Max Verstappen's going to go on to the mediums. Alonso is going to go for this attempt. So he's going to go on to softs. And Max Verstappen, we are going to use on just... Well, we don't really matter. Well, let's try and hold up people again with this medium tyre. 3 to 5 laps. We can't push too much. We can't push too much on Alonso. I want to get a fast lap in straight away. So let's just push into the lead. Perfect starts for both then. That is exactly what we do need. And we can cut down Fernando Alonso already. Why? Well, we want full power unit to be able to attack next lap. Give us the very best chance. We might have another attack later on just to see if we can put something together. So Verstappen second. Alonso is going to grab this full power unit, which is going to be absolutely perfect. And then up the hill we go, and we'll put on the booster now. So here goes Alonso for a fast lap attempt on lap number 2. Hopefully he can put in a decent lap. And remember, the fastest lap will probably only come into play if we score Max anyway, and somebody else does. So he's off, he's racing, and he'll be doing a 3-3-3. Max Verstappen is cruising on this Prince, and that's all helped because Lewis Hamilton is on the mediums too. As Fernando Alonso crosses the line, and he gets in his lap attempt so far. So good stint for him. 29.6 it says at the moment. Can't see that being the case. Seems a bit too slow, but that's our Max Verstappen, that's why, not Fernando Alonso. Gap out front, 7.6 seconds at present. And we're going to bring this baby into the pits. Let's just earn that power unit back again all the time as he comes in. And Max Verstappen carries on. We should be able to get ahead of Hamilton on the mediums. And you can see they're just coming out now. And we're going to just look after them tyres again. And them power units. But Max Verstappen Should be good. He should be, well, he's not going to struggle actually, isn't he, to get 5 laps. So let's play it safe. The tyre management, just not enough. As I'm dying myself here. Max Verstappen's in. So he'll go to hards. Alonso's already got nearly a full power unit back already. And sadly, we just couldn't do the laps we needed to for Verstappen on the mediums, but that's all right. It's okay. And he'll carry on round. So Alonso, up we go. And we'll do one more lap and we'll come in the pits. So we don't need to push him at all. We probably won't do another fastest lap attempt. I'm sure we're going to get traffic at the end of this GP, which will affect us. So we might just slow down Alonso. We'll get him into the pits this lap. And we're quite clear, so I might try and pull myself away a bit and go for the servicing as well. You can see people just coming in. We've got Verstappen in P2. Let's try and get Alonso in. I think he'll have a good chance of a fast lap here. Be later on in the race, of course. As here he comes, he's coming back out. You can see the 2 cars now racing clear. And it is going to be Alonso who does get out ahead. So conserving down. And you can see the cars in front. I mean, we're going to get traffic here. There's no way we can do a fastest lap attempt on lap 8. It's worth a try anyway, just for fun. But it's just not going to happen. We're not going to gain the time that we need. So Fernando Alonso out the last corner then. He'll peel off. And he might get a fastest lap though. You never know. He's got quite a bit of gap. But he might catch up with them pretty quickly. See what he does for a first sector. It doesn't look... It is quicker. So are we going to get traffic or are we going to get this lap in? It's a better first sector for Fernando Alonso here on lap 8. He's really pushing now. And he's not going to get any traffic. That's a bonus. And he's coming along the line. He's going to time that power unit to perfection. And that is our fastest. I thought that was it. I thought that was the last lap. I completely confused myself. I expected the flags to come out and we're not. We've got one more lap to do. And now we're into that traffic. So a great lap there by Fernando. We'll see what it does to us at the end. But he's now coming round. And we're pretty clear. P3 is chasing. We'll just push. So Alonso will win here. He will win in Brazil for race 3. He'll take the 3rd victory. And Max Verstappen, well, he didn't even take the 3rd victory. It's 3rd victory for the team, either way. It's P1 and P2. And it's the rival coming home in P4 for Alonso and P6 for Esteban Ocon, who makes an appearance for the rival. Esteban Ocon's a pretty good driver, 91Q, so I expect that's what the rival might be pushing. 1713 versus 1610. And yeah, 91Q, Esteban Ocon, level 8 with Alonso level 6. And the car was not too bad at all. We took Avalanche to try and get that faster lap. Race number 4, Singapore. The final race of this video of opening round. And it's a terrible, terrible matchup. It's 1714 versus 1816. We are going to have to do it all today to get this. We need a good start. We need a good strategy. Look at that. Verstappen back into the pack at P number 7. So what we got to do? We've got to go on to Kawhi, and I think Alonso is going to go to tune in here. Could be a real player as well, this could. So that could absolutely destroy us. And it's not by the look of it. Medium and hard. That's good strategies for us to attack on. We need a good start, though, from Max Verstappen. He's only fast, though. That's the disappointing side. He needs a second phase. And that second phase isn't great. It's Alonso into P1. That's good. Verstappen cannot gain anything at the moment. He's into P7. He's going to lose it into P8. And this is terrible. This is terrible, folks. This is not good for our race at all. We've lost P1 as well. Verstappen really struggling against the field. And we can't push too much. And here comes Perez back on Verstappen. And that's insanely difficult start. Verstappen P6. P5 is finally making his way. Can he get past Alonso into P4? Yes, he can. But we've used so much tyre up That is crazy, and I think we're going to struggle here. We are going to struggle to catch this up. We're going to pit this lap. We're going to have to try and hold this rival up as Alonso's coming back at us. Why is this AI so fast? It is crazily fast. I think the rival, off memory, this medium rival should go to hards. That will be our chance. We don't want to pit yet. We're really, really clutching with straws for this matchup. You can see 33%. We're bang on. And we're going to have to try and hold them up. We need to get past Verstappen quickly. We're going to have to go hards, I think. We're going to have the power unit, though. That's the difference. And we're going to have to try something different. We are going to have to try it. And hope we can close these gaps. Look at the gap out front, though. He's already at the next corner. He's going to be pitting. I think this is going to be impossible to overcome. A really tough matchup in this race number 4. Can we get past Max Verstappen? He's just not getting past at all. And he comes into the pits. It's a terrible race for Max. He's going to have so much work to do. And he's going to come out in potential traffic as well. Oh, what a wrecker. Sadly, we're not going to score big points here. We can't get past anybody. Rivals on hards, we told you that, but he's got a full power unit, and Max Verstappen still can't get past. Come on, man. This is tough. Oh, this hurts. We're just not going to be able to do anything. I don't even know if we're going to get P3 here. We're going to have to try and just hold up this car ahead. It's not over till it's over. We know that, folks. But we've got it all to do. You've got it so all to do. The rival's pushing. And how does he get past us so easy? He just absolutely flew by us on the hards. Rival pushing us. Wow. This is what you call a race wrecker. And we'll cut back down again. We're not going to catch him. So there's no point trying to hold him up. Wow. Just wow. There is nothing we can do. There is nothing we can do here. That has absolutely killed the joy from this opening round. Oh, no. We tried for hards. We had to try something different. We could have gone mediums. We would have been a lot quicker. But where's the fun in trying to push? Max Verstappen was out in P4 anyway. And we had no chance. We had absolutely no chance. In the end. Really tough matchup. It is the way it is at times. There's nothing you can do. We have our good matchups. We have our bad matchups. It is what it is. You can only do the best that you can do on the day. And it is Alonso who comes home P1 with Verstappen coming home in P4. Probably one of the worst tracks to get a bad matchup too. 45 points. 1714 versus 1816. Max Verstappen struggling at the start, which cost us. We tried for hards. We had to try something different. You can see level 8. And the car. I mean, I'd argue that we had a slightly better car based on them stats. But the power unit was better. And their pit time was better as well. Never mind. Never mind indeed. We take it. And hopefully we have better luck tomorrow. So let's see how that does. 186 points from 4 races. You never know what you're going to get. 3 lots of 47 and a 45 points in race number 4. The very best that we could do. Bring on tomorrow. Bring on final round. I hope you all have an absolute blast. Make sure to check out that strategy guide from yesterday. And good luck in your final rounds of today. But let's get through to final round first by smashing opening.